Hello all. Today I'm going to speak about Capital One breach, which happened in 2019. So Capital One breach, what happened on July 17, 2019. Capital One's actually informed through an email uh, that some of this data actually illegally stored in GitHub. So what was exactly what was the context? The context was the hacker actually hacked approximately 1,40,000 social security numbers among around 180,000 bank account numbers and 1 million social insurance number, which includes some of the Canadian account numbers as well. So this was one of the biggest data breach with hacker know the special command, hack through a special commander, enter into a Git repo and get all the customer details. So this was actually the context and which is recorded as one of the biggest data breach in cyber ethics. So what exactly the loopholes? How the hacker actually identified the vulnerability of the server-side request? So hacker actually exploited the server-side request. He hacked through a server and he went into a server which was hosted. Actually, this repo was hosted on the Amazon Web Services, and he actually get into that through a special command which was actually not permitted to get in, but somehow he's made a special command and went into it and exploited the repo. And in one of the biggest data breaches ever, the hacker gained access to over 100 million Capital One customers accounts, credit card applications. So who hacked? So there's a guy, there's a, not guy, there's a girl called Paige Thompson, lady, maybe you can call. So Paige Thompson, a former Amazon employee, who broke into the server, hosted on the server Amazon Cloud, and she got arrested on July 2019 for this computer fraud. Uh, she actually broke down into a Capital One server and gained access to the huge number, that is 1,40,000 uh, SSN and 1 million Canadian social insurance number and 80,000 bank account numbers, in addition to undisclosed number of accounts, address, credit cards, social security numbers, balance. And this was actually reported by the US Department of Justice. So how it is act as we discussed earlier, the Thompson posted the information on the GitHub on the first way complaint. She also posted on the social media that she had a Capital One information. So in one of the chat service called Slack, like Microsoft Teams, she used by the business as well. So Thompson explained the method she broke the Capital One to the Justice Department, to the Department of Police. She claimed to have to use a special command to extract the files of the Capital One directory stored on the Amazon network or Amazon cloud interface. So one person who saw this information on GitHub or Capital One leaked data and belonged to that company and notified the FBI. And when they found that really the data was lost actually. Um, so what was the effort? The effort of that was a huge effort because the breach was around 100 million people in US and 6 million in Canada got affected. And however, no credit card account numbers or login credentials were compromised, and over 99 security social numbers were not compromised. The company noted the Capital One has told. So Capital One also notified to the people that those who are affected by the breach and will make a free credit monitoring and identity protection available. The company expects to incur on somewhere around 150 million loss because of this loss and because of the data loss and the customer notification, credit card monitoring, tech shops, and also uh, compromising all these loss around $150 million loss. It is a huge loss for Capital One, and during that year, 2019, Capital One stock was down by 5% in the market. So how to prevent such attacks? So basically, in a cloud-based architectures where most of the companies host their server-side data or code base set up on the Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure and all those stuff. So failure is enabled to data encryption. Data encryption is not alone enough. We should also limit the person uh, to give such privileges for the person to enter into the system. So in many cloud-based data breaches, failure to enable data encryption is one of the relevant security failures. So any time to an individual or company stores data in the cloud, they are placing the data on third-party infrastructure, and that is accessible to the public through the internet. So cloud infrastructure may be secured, like Amazon, like security protocol. They follow a lot of security protocols. But it is if an adversary manager gain the access through a special command, get an unauthorized access to those unencrypted data, the data can be easily stolen any day, anytime. So you can't be just sit idle. I mean, you can't be saying that data is hosted on the cloud and it's safe. No, the data encryption should be there along with the privileges is also important. So Capital One, however, claims that encrypted data, they have encrypted the data. A statement released by the Capital One company stated, we encrypt our data as a standard. That's a standard policy they follow, but still, due to unforeseen circumstances, the unauthorized access also enabled the decryption of data. The decryption of data got enabled, and somehow the person got access and get access to all the data. So the statement underscores the importance. The decryption is not alone enough when hosted on the third-party infrastructure, ensuring that the privileges for a particular person, only for a particular people, should be enabled, so that the decryption will not be enabled and data will not be corrupted or data will not be lost. So one of the most common reasons for encryption failures is poor management of encryption keys. If an attacker gain access to the encryption keys or an access to decrypt data, they encrypting the data is a wasted effort. So one of the best ways to access is the limit the amount of people and the applicants who access the following principle of least privilege. The privileges is also important along with the encryption. That's a takeaway for us. So these are the references which I had taken, like Capital Loan Breach Forum and Newsroom from Capital Room for about the breach. And, thank you guys.